I'm just a guy who loves Disney and has way too much time on his hands. If anybody from Disney is watching, please don't sue me. I'm here to rate, review, and describe all of your favorite things from the magical world of Disney. I'm File91e and welcome to my Disney News and Reviews. Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Disney News and Reviews. I'm File91e and I was lucky to get last week's show on track because literally not 10 hours later I was incapacitated. I'm not sure if you can tell, but literally right after that, I got the flu. Like the full-blown flu, not like that. Oh, I got a stomach flu, work flu. Stay home at home one day. The one-day flu. No, I got the flu. Apparently, it's going around, and I also got bronchitis because of that. So I now sound terrible, and it's been a week since it's happened, and I've gotten better. But also, while all that stuff was, while all of my sickness was happening. I'm not sure if you guys have watched the news, but some stuff has been happening in Baltimore. I won't comment on it here, although I will say I'm kind of proud of my city. Nobody died. Unfortunately, the people that inspired what happened did. That's the whole reason why the riots were happening. But I'm not even going to get into it because I know there's going to be some people here that have something to say about it, and this is not the forum for that. So I'm just going to move on with the actual show. So anyway, the Where in the Land from last week was Avengers, the Iron Man area. Very cool, very cool. I did that because this is the first week of movie month, and since it's going to be a superhero weekend. Very superhero weekend. We got Age of Ultron that just came out. I'm going to be talking about that. Then I'm finally going to talk about Big Hero 6. I'm going to do an unboxing of the Blu-ray that I just got, as well as just my general thoughts on it. I'm not good at delivering plots, so I'll give a kind of an overview plot for everything. I'm just not really good at that. So yeah. Anyway, now I was supposed to actually have a stream today. But with everything that's been going on, and me being sick, I never got the time to set it up and get it going. So I do apologize for that. I was going to do a stream and give, the winners of these things, these awesome prizes, still have them here. And I'm actually going to do that now. So let's get the winners for these prizes. Whoever, you can win these, or this thing, this Wall-E thing, which was really cool, the Wall-E thing, or this thing, which is really nice, the Glitzy Globes thing there. So I was actually surprised that a bunch of people, actually have tried for this. I was actually only expecting like 5 people to enter, but a bunch of people did. So I'm going to be generating the winners here. There's going to be 3 winners. The first person gets their choice of the 3. The second person gets their choice of the leftover 2, and then the third winner gets whatever's left. So yeah. So I'm assuming all of you are interested in all 3 of them. So here we go. The first winner is Kenneth Wilson. Kenneth Wilson, you are the first winner, so you get your pick of the 3. Very good. The second winner is Brian Nussbaum. Brian Nussbaum, you won your choice of the leftover 2. Congratulations, he's been a very avid viewer of mine, and he loves these things, so he won one. And let's see who the third one is. The third one is Mark Wenger. Mark Wenger, you get the third prize, whichever one is left. I will ship that out to you. So, guys, just get in touch with me via Facebook or on here. I think Facebook's the better way to do it. And send me your information, or just shoot me an email, and I will get your information. Now I'll probably wind up emailing you guys just because I have your email stuff here. I'll email you and get all your information. I'll email you one at a time. So we'll just have to see what goes from there. So what was it? Kenneth Wilson, you're first. I need to get your choice of what thing that you want. And I'll get that stuff out to you as soon as possible. Probably be toward the end of the month, just because it's easier for me to ship out. I get a little bit of extra money toward the end of the month. Anyway, so yes, congratulations to those three gentlemen. You guys, won, and thanks to everybody who entered. I really love Merchandise March, and I really like to see all of your entries. There was a couple people there who put video entries up, which was which were excellent, and I really enjoyed that. So congratulations to the winners, and thanks to everybody who entered. I'll probably have a birthday giveaway in early June, somewhat, maybe like a summer kickoff. So I'm not sure what I'll do with that. Maybe a Disney Store gift card or something simple as that. Something that I can just ship to you directly from Amazon. So who knows? We'll see what with that. So good stuff there. Congratulations. And yeah, like I said, this is movie month, so we're going to be going on. We're starting here. We're going to have the superhero week this week, and I'm just going to be reviewing a bunch of movies. And if you have any special requests, let me know, and who knows, maybe I'll get to them. So yeah, congratulations everybody, and that's what's been going on with me this week. I've had me one crazy week, and I'm really looking forward to starting a new one. Ooh, excuse me. And I'll see. So yeah, so let's just get right to the news. Disney is now testing a new quick service ordering app at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Using the mobile app called Express Order from VenueNext, during certain days, guests will be able to order food earlier and then pick it up, or then either pick it up or have it delivered to a table. There's a whole set of rules with this, so just listen up. Now, this will only be tested for in the Studio Backlot Express and for Fantasmic. Now, until May 4th, you can order early and then pick it up on a tray and then have it in a ready-to-go bag. You can either pick it up on a tray or have it in a ready-to-go bag. That's just until for the next couple days. It's just kind of how they're working it. And then from May 5th to May 12th, you can order early and then have a to-go bag prepared for you, or you can have it delivered to a table. Now, this could be a huge time saver for those people who use the quick service restaurants, kind of like me. Ordering early means less waiting at the actual place and the actual table there. For Fantasmic, now you can order drinks and snacks only, and for the pre-show, or only for the pre-show and only during the first performance of the day. So just keep that in mind. Now, this does look interesting, and there will be more on that as it becomes available. Disney's trying to make ordering pretty easy and kind of seamless, so who knows? We'll just see how this works. Walt Disney Imagineering has recruited Martin Bueller, a well-known expert in the field of advanced robotics. Kind of think Tony Stark, only I'm sure a lot less cool. But he's kind of cool because he's a robot guy. Bueller is well known for his work on the Boston Dynamics Big Dog project, in which he builds a robot dog that can run up to 4 miles an hour and pull heavy loads, so it's pretty cool. Martin was also the director of research at iRobot and a VP at Venka Technologies. So he knows what he's doing when it comes to robotics. And what does all this have to do with the parks? Well, Disney is trying to separate itself from the current generation of audio animatronics and is looking to upgrade. Everybody has audio animatronics now because they saw what Disney can do. Disney has all that, so they're looking to upgrade, take this to the next level. Hopefully not Ultron level, because we don't need a robotic overlord that the Avengers need to save us from. So yeah. But now, especially, this also works out for the Avatar expansion. So he will lead the Walt Disney Imagineering's research and development's advanced robotics, and will take on the role of executive research and development Imagineer. So that's pretty cool. The superhero headquarters is now open at Disney Springs West Side, bringing a whole range of Marvel merchandise to Walt Disney World guests. The new store is located in the former United World Soccer Shop space on the west side. The store is themed with elements from S.H.I.E.L.D. and offers everything in the Marvel Universe, from clothing, toys, collectibles, to comic books. So pretty much everything you need. Marvel one-stop shop there. Awesome stuff. Disney has announced that the preview, or a preview, of the upcoming Disney Pixar movie Inside Out, which I'm really looking forward to, will be coming out to Epcot's Magic Eye Theater later this month. The theater is currently hosting an extended preview of Tomorrowland, which has replaced the theater's regular show, Captain EO. It's the theater in the Imagination Pavilion. Disney has previously said that Captain EO will be returning following the conclusion of the Tomorrowland preview, but this latest move perhaps suggests that Captain EO will not be returning. Hopefully not. Hopefully they'll actually use it for good. The Imagination Pavilion needs to be changed and upgraded, but you know, I could go on and on for that. The Inside and Out preview will begin on May 30th. I think it opens sometime in June, so yeah. And finally, the Tamu Tamu Refreshments at Disney's Animal Kingdom is no longer serving meals. Instead, serving a dessert or desserts and beverages only. Africa will soon be opening the Harambe Market, which is a new quick-service dining location that will offer a range of lunches and dinners. So, yeah, don't go to Tamu Tamu thinking that you're going to get any food. It's just desserts and drinks and stuff. Now, one thing I do want to mention is that in the coming weeks, I do want to try to get some Disneyland news. I was recently given a website from one of you fine people where they actually have some pretty decent Disneyland news. I mean, it's not as in-depth as the ones for Walt Disney World, but hey, it's something, you know, and it shows some, you know, like refurbs and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get some Disneyland stuff, you know, involved with this show. So yeah, so be on the lookout for that in the coming weeks. So yeah, that's the news for this week. Let's get right to the reviews. Alright guys, the first thing I want to talk to you about and review is this thing, Big Hero 6. Now, at the time when Big Hero 6 came out, I was down in Ocean City during, you know, for my annual Thanksgiving Day, whatever, you know, with my family, so I didn't get a chance to review it. I saw it then, but when I came back, it was, you know, kind of 2 weeks after, and or a couple weeks after, and you know, there really wasn't any reason to review it because everybody had seen it. But a couple of you still wanted me to talk about it, and I figured now's a good time. It's the Marvel weekend, superhero weekend, and we got some Marvel superheroes here with Big Hero 6. Now, I loved this movie. I thought it was really great. So this movie, you know, was released in November of 2014, and this is an actual Marvel movie. It's based on the comic book of Big Hero 6. And now, like I said, I'm not really good with plots or good with explaining plots because I feel like I have to go in depth on it, but I really don't want to for the people who haven't seen it. Anyway, you follow this guy, this young guy named Hero. He is an advanced robotic expert. Him and his brother are. And, you know, but he's kind of, you know, misguided. He has no idea where he's going. His brother wants him to go to school. He doesn't want to. He just wants to build robots. So his brother takes him under his wing and shows him this really cool new thing that he's been working on. It's this big fluffy thing called Baymax, and it's this awesome, like, you know, housekeeping robot sort of thing. And he's hilarious. The banter between the two is funny. So something happens, a terrible tragedy happens, you know, to his brother, and so Hero is now left without that, and you're left wondering, what is he going to do? Is he going to, you know, go back to being bad, or is he actually going to try to do something good? So fortunately for everybody and the viewers, he does something good, and him with the, you know, with the help of his brother's friends, who are also, you know, robotic engineer nerds, they form together this team to help find out and defeat the main bad guy who did this dastardly deed. Now, it was really cool, and, you know, in the movie how they did that. Each hero had their own, you know, like personality. Yeah, you know, and they were pretty much all normal people. They just have awesome tech on them that made them super. So, you know, they were just normal people, just with big brains, and so they were super in the, you know, in the sense that you know, they built all of their weapons based on tech that they were already working on. So that's pretty cool. And plus, you know, their one friend was insanely rich, who had the money to fund all this. So of course that, you know, that had to be in there. So they go, you know, on this mission to find these guys. Obviously, there's the, you know, the classic, you know, here we are, we're this new team, but we can't work because we don't understand what, you know, really what we have. We're not really a team yet, so the bad guy wins. And then finally there's the big confrontation, you know, right after they, you know, band back together and, you know, really get it. And then they, you know, team up and, you know, beat the big bad guy. And there's some touching scenes, and, like, you know, there's crying and stuff like that. Oh, it's whatever. But ultimately the good guys win, and then we go on. So that's pretty much the plot of the movie. Now the animation itself was really nice. Pixar or Marvel rather, or you know Disney rather, just did a great job with this, and it was just fantastic and awesome. Disney has really hit its stride with the animation, and it's almost, you know, as good as Pixar, if not better. So you know, pretty much they're on the same terms. You know, they're on the same line. It's all about story now, which is great, because you don't have to worry about one looking better. You just have to worry about the story, and the story was good. The characters, again, were really great. They were really fleshed out, and I loved the Baymax character, obviously. But there were, you know, all the supporting cast was really good. The villain was good, very menacing looking, and he had, you know, he was a viable threat to the people, which, you know, when villains aren't a viable threat to the actual hero, nobody buys it. So yeah. And yeah, so now when this came out, I wasn't sure how it was going to be received, but apparently this was a huge movie that everybody loved, and I can honestly understand why. I really enjoyed it. It was a good movie. My brother really enjoyed it. We always go and see a Disney movie during whatever Disney movie that you know that is released, you know, that winter during that Thanksgiving weekend, so that's why we had to wait till then to see it. But it was just a great movie. It made a ton of money, and I think they're actually making another one. I think they want to, just because of the hugely successful release that this was. And you know, it's just great. I can't wait to you know, see Big Hero 6 costumes when you know, Halloween rolls around. So yeah, Big Hero 6 was, you know, fantastic, and if you haven't seen it, I urge you guys to see it. Now, this is the Blu-ray that's out. It's the collector's edition, Blu-ray, DVD, digital HD. I'm not sure what other editions there are out there. I'm not this big, you know, DVD collector anymore, even though you see a wall of DVDs here. I actually cleaned out a lot of them. Not my Disney ones, of course. But anyway, I wanted to get this because I really did enjoy it. So I want to unbox this for you, and then when we come back, I will, you know, talk to you about it. Yeah. So yeah, watch this, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, here we are. Big Hero 6, the Blu-ray, DVD, digital HD, collector's edition. So let's just get right to it. You can see the slipcover here. Nice kind of holographic sort of thing, shiny. Very nice. And the spine, nice and red so you can read it. That's pretty cool. And all the stuff here, you got the bonus features here. Look at that. Origin story of Big Hero 6, secrets and stuff, and the characters behind the characters. That's pretty cool. Big Animator 6. And some deleted scenes, so pretty neat. All the different stuff there in the back. That's kind of cool. Now when you take it out, usually that's about right. This is just kind of how it is, non-holographic, and if you flip it around, it's pretty much the same thing as that. So I'll take the slipcover away, and let's just get right into opening this. Okay, so let's get right into it. And here's the DVD. Standard Blu-ray, blue disc, Disney Blu-ray there. And then you got your DVD right there. And the digital copy, I'm sure, is a downloadable thing. You gotta go to this thing and punch in the code and whatnot. So yeah, enter for a chance to win, all that stuff. So I'm not going to show you the thing. And then there's this flyer for this. So that's pretty much what you get with Disney's Big Hero 6, the collector's edition. And it's you know, it's pretty good. It's a good edition to have. Nothing too fancy or too crazy. Just some a good solid DVD there. So let's go back and I will rate it. Well, there you go, guys. Big Hero 6. That's what's in the case. Very, very good edition, and it looks really fantastic too. So you know, you just have to take my word for it. It looks great. It's you know Disney does a really good job with their Blu-ray releases. Now I guess I'll just do the Nate rating right now. Nate did see it with me. He didn't give me a blurb, but he said he's going to rate it a 4.8. He really enjoyed this movie. I'm going to give this actually 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. It wasn't to me a 5-star movie. I didn't leave the theater going, whoa, my God. But I really enjoyed it, and it was one that I knew I was going to get eventually on Blu-ray. And I loved the brother narrative. You know, because I love my brother, obviously. And it was a really well done movie. And I highly urge you guys, to check it out. I'm sure you guys already have. But if you haven't, check out Big Hero 6. I really think that you will like it. It's a Marvel movie. Superheroes are all the rage right now. I think because, like at the end of the day, we want to see, good triumph over evil, because we got a lot of turmoil going on in the world right now. And I think we all want to see the good guys win, hopefully. And, and they do in this one, so good stuff there. So Big Hero 6, awesome stuff. Check it out. I give it 4 stars.
And now, a random Disney fact with File91e.
Scarlett Johansson was pregnant while making the Avengers Age of Ultron. Now, because of this, many stunt doubles were actually needed in order to film her scenes. Now, they looked so much like her that at times Chris Evans, who plays Captain America, would start a conversation with one of them, only to halfway through realize that it's not actually her.
And that was a random Disney fact with File91e.
Alright guys, the final thing and the big thing that I'm going to be reviewing for you today, or at least just talking about, and I want to give you my opinion of the Avengers Age of Ultron. Now, I was going to do a stream with this where I was going to kind of, go through each and every single, Marvel movie and all that, but the fact is I was sick, so I couldn't. And I wasn't able, because of the curfew that we have here in Baltimore now, because of what happened this past week, I wasn't able to go see the midnight release. So I was able to see Avengers Age of Ultron Friday during the day. I was actually off because I was going to be off because I saw it I was going to see it in the theaters, and I wanted to take a day off of work to kind of recoup because it was going to be really late. But I wound up seeing it then anyway, and I was very, very not disappointed. So yeah, this movie has already made so much money, it's unfathomable. I mean, it's already made around $430 million so far. I mean, that's just the first week. This movie is going to be huge. I think all of the Avengers will be. This is pretty much like the climax of the second phase of the Avengers series, and I cannot wait to see how they get to the third Avengers Infinity War thing. That one's going to be split into 2 movies in 2017 and 2018. I don't know where they're going to go after that. I guess they can always do that, but Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. and all them won't be reprising their roles. They're pretty much booked all the way through then, and I'm sure they're going to want to do something else after that. But no, this movie was just as good as the first one. I'm not going to say it was better, because Avengers blew my mind. This one blew my mind, but in a whole different way. Because we know the characters, we already know who they are. They started the movie off just right, right with it. They didn't just kind of slow play it and say, "Oh, we need to call these guys back." No, you start off the movie with a giant fight where all of them are there. They're, because basically they all can be, called. They can be called whenever they're needed, and it's just amazing. It is quite amazing to see what they do. The action in this movie is second to none. There are so many fight scenes and so many things, to talk about. It was so great. I love the fact that Hawkeye actually got a little bit more of a part in this movie. He plays a little bit of you see more, depth in these characters than you would or they have in any of their individual films. And considering that Hawkeye and the Hulk and all these other guys don't really get their own personal movies, this is, the Avengers movies are the time where we can really see, more depth into them. Now this movie, I guess you could equate this to kind of like an Empire Strikes Back, where it's more personal than the first one was. I think Empire Strikes Back, I think everybody would agree that was more personal than the first Star Wars was. I'm not saying that this was as good as Empire Strikes Back, but I'm just saying on a personal level, they really get into the nitty-gritty of these characters and their fears and whatnot. Fear plays a big part in this movie, and it's just it's just really cool, and I really dug that. I'm not going to give any plot stuff away because I want you guys to go see this. Chances are you already have. But I don't believe in spoilers, especially in the first week. So I'm not going to give away anything. I'll just say a lot of stuff happens. A lot of really cool stuff happens. The fight scenes again were amazing. There's a lot of subtle Easter eggs in there for Marvel fans and just comic book fans in general. And they load up pretty much for the the third phase, the final phase here. We're going to get Captain America, the Civil War. We're going to get Ant-Man. We're going to get a whole bunch of other ones. We might even see the Black Panther. In these coming up, and they set all that up with this movie. So Joss Whedon will not be directing the last ones, but I can assure you, he left it in good hands. But he will be producing it and still being with it to help kind of tie everything together, because this is kind of his vision. Probably one of the best things in the movie is Ultron. Thanos was originally going to be the bad guy with this one, but they wanted to have Thanos, because he's the big bad guy, his own series of movies, so they saved him for last. So they wanted to build, have this other guy in here, and so they chose Ultron. And James Spader, who is the voice of Ultron, apparently was the only guy that Joss Whedon had in mind for this, and he knocked it out of the park. I want to say Ultron was one of the best villains. I think he's up there with Loki as one of my favorite villains in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I actually heard Loki was going to be in this movie, but his stuff got cut. And I also hear that there is a 3-hour director's cut on the way, when they release this on Blu-ray and stuff like that, which I cannot wait to see, because, well, that's like a whole extra hour of stuff, and I really want to see that. So, yeah. Anyway, so James Spader as Ultron was fantastic. It was just him. It was just James Spader as Ultron, as this crazy, demented robot, and it was just amazing. I loved all of the things that he did, and the the Maximoff twins, I think that's what they're called. Anyway, Black Widow and Quicksilver were fantastic as well. Elizabeth Olsen did a great job, and Aaron Taylor Johnson did a great job as Quicksilver. A lot of stuff happened between those two, and I can't wait to see what happens to them moving forward. And it's great, really fantastic stuff what they did. And these fight scenes, I mean, like the Hulk versus the Hulkbuster fight scene. I love the Hulk. It was just fantastic, because literally they really went in depth with these things, and a lot of these characters, these great actors, brought out these subtleties that are that weren't in the first movie or in any of the other movies. So it's really great to see what they did there. They really stepped their game up and made a great movie. So I urge you guys to go see that. I mean, that's really all I can say about Avengers: Age of Ultron. I want you guys to go see it. I love the way that everybody was portrayed. Even Scarlett Johansson was pregnant during this, and it was funny. I read that they had to use CGI in some of the scenes to flatten her tummy out because she was showing. But kudos to her, man. Going through this while pregnant. Oh, I can't even imagine how tough it is. But it's great to actually have another chick in there. We got Elizabeth Olsen, a female heroine, another one, because Scarlett Johansson was like the only chick. And I was like, there's so many other great superheroes that are chicks. I mean, you can't just bring them in. Everybody, they don't all. It's a big sausage fest here in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I think when they brought in Quicksilver and Black Widow, that it just not Black Widow, what Scarlet Witch, Scarlet Witch, Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow, not Black Witch, Scarlet. Okay, I think even Joss Whedon got those two mixed up. So the fact that they brought in the Scarlet Witch as was great. So I was happy seeing some feminine stuff in there. Just because it was getting a little old. It was getting a little old. Okay, hit things with the hammer, and then okay, shoot things and get her or whatever. But I wanted to see some other stuff, and I just thought it was refreshing to see. So call me crazy. But I loved the movie. I thought everybody did a great job, and I really urge you guys to go check this out. This did make a ton of money. I think everybody pretty much has already seen it. But if you haven't, make sure that you do it this week sometime. A lot of the stuff a lot of it's still sold out. So make sure you call before you make plans to go see it. So yeah, Nathan hasn't seen this yet, so the Nate rating isn't anything. But I have. So what am I going to give Avengers Age of Ultron? 5 big stars. This was a fantastic movie, just as good as the first one. Not better, but just as good as the first one. And I can't wait to see what they do with Phase 3 when with Ant-Man coming out, the Civil War movies, the Infinity War, you got Thor, what is it, Ragnarok? Thor Ragnarok. That's going to be crazy to see what happens with that. I just can't wait to see what they do. And when Phase 3 ends, I want that box set. All of these movies, I want that box set, just because this has been the greatest series, for me, the greatest series of movies since Harry Potter. And even, Star Wars. I mean, Star Wars, that's on like kind of a plane of its own. But this series of movies, all the arcs between people, the story arcs of all these characters, it's just fantastic. I hope they stay in good health and they're able to finish them. And I would really love to see what happens next. So, excellent stuff. I urge you guys to go see Avengers Age of Ultron. It's out in theaters right now. 3D, 2D, whatever you want to see it. I saw it in 3D. It was cool. I'm sure there's no difference. It was just an added dynamic for 3D. It was interesting. And so, yeah, I really urge you guys to go see it. It's in theaters now. Check it out. Avengers Age of Ultron. 5 big stars. Check it out. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's Disney News and Reviews. Again, congratulations to everybody who won. You guys, I'll be getting in touch with you soon. Go check out Avengers Age of Ultron and get the Big Hero 6. It's out there now on Blu-ray. So, really cool stuff. I can't wait for you guys to see Avengers Age of Ultron, and I was really, really, really happy with it. I can't wait for the fact that Tomorrowland's coming out in a couple weeks. I'm really excited for that. And this movie month should be really fun. I'm really having fun with this. Again, if you have any ideas for movie month or any movies that you want to see, just let me know and I might throw them in there for you. So yeah, if anybody from Disney is watching, please don't sue me. I want people to go and check out Big Hero 6 and go watch Avengers Age of Ultron. It's out now in theaters right now, 3D, 2D, whatever. Check it out and just go. I know you'll have a great time. It's just fantastic. Now, if you are going to Disney World or anything like that, be sure to go to allers.net, touringplans.com, wdwmagic.com for all your latest and greatest Disney news. Micechat.com is good too. That's where I'm going to be getting my Disneyland stuff, so that's pretty neat too. Go to Disneyland or WaltDisneyWorld.com. They have everything that else that you would need there. Just some good sites for you people planning to go to Disney World. And remember all the news that I say. It's good stuff there too. So yeah, movie month has started. Winners have been declared for Merchandise March. Avengers is out. Go see that. I really don't think I can talk about anything else. I'm starting to lose my voice. The flu is taking over. And I don't know. We'll just see what happens. Hopefully Baltimore gets it under control. because this has been one heck of a crazy week, and thanks for bearing with me, guys. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week for another Disney news and reviews. And guys, where in the land am I this week? Bye, guys.